Hey, it's Olga here from olgadiktireva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. And the topic of today's video, a strategy for your weekend. Now, this is when you struggle with your weekends, and I hear from some of you, especially those of you who live alone, that you don't have many friends around you or relatives. That is especially when you just moved to a new country and away from your home, away from all your friends in your previous post. Or if you do have a family, but they are away for the weekend, right? So this question came up in one of my group coaching calls. And the question is, how do I make my weekend productive? And instead of spending it again in some kind of a slump or feeling low or depressed and not really doing anything. So you might be wanting to catch up on your work, which is fine. I often advise, especially if you reduce the number of hours during the week and you really work in a focused manner for only a few hours during the week, it's okay to use one of the weekend days, Saturday or Sunday, to do another sitting, like 2 hours of focused work on your project. So I would definitely recommend that, especially if you need to catch up, something came up, you were sick, or someone in your family was sick. So you have this intention to catch up with your work on the weekend. Your family is away or you're by yourself, and you think, you're going to be at home and you're just going to open your laptop and do a bit of writing or data analysis, whatever it is. And you also maybe want to do something for yourself, like physical activity, or go out for a hike or a walk, and maybe cook for the weekend and freeze some of the things. So this is all your intentions, but then what happens, the weekend comes and you just feel low, demotivated, depressed, right? Just it becomes all one big slump of the weekend where you're just walking around in your pajamas, not really focusing on your work, procrastinating with this until evening, not really getting out, not really cooking, just maybe snacking, watching YouTube or Netflix or any other movies and so on. By the end of the weekend, you really feel bad about this, right? So it sounds not very pretty, but we just want to address that, okay? And, it's okay to do it from time to time, but if you're really wanting to proactively change this and in the coming weekend you want to do it differently, so here's a strategy for you. And again, I believe us just talking about this and discussing can help you to deal with this problem proactively, right? So right now, if you're watching this video in the middle of the week, start planning that weekend. And the best thing that you could do for you is actually to break the days into smaller chunks. And for some of those chunks, book something for yourself to get yourself out, either book to meet with a friend, arrange to meet with a friend at a certain hour, 3 p.m., somewhere outside in somewhere in town, or book a train ride, go somewhere for an hour, explore, right? That would be like early in the day, probably, if you need to go train for an hour, explore the region, right? Maybe it's another town or be a tourist in your own town, but book something like a city tour or a train ride, which doesn't need to be expensive. Okay, just to get yourself out of the house. What is it going to do to you is that you only have a half of the day, early in the day, to get your work done. And again, break that first half of the day again into smaller chunks. For example, get up first thing in the morning and do your work for an hour or two. And for this, have a list of tasks that you want to go through, a realistic list of tasks that you can cover in 1 or 2 hours. Put them on top of your laptop. Remove all the distractions. All right. So that preparation, that intention is very, very important. If you want to be cooking, get your ingredients now, put them in one place, in one basket, put them in the fridge. It's there for you. Put the recipe on top, right? So prepare this. Now there are lots of services that do this. They actually deliver to you like a box with all the ingredients and the recipe on top, but you could do it for yourself. That preparation, that intention will change everything. So what happens now? Now you have broken your days into smaller chunks. And if you think you're going to be too distracted to do the writing from home, go in the cafe. Yeah, the cafes are open Saturday or Sunday. Get your laptop, get your list of tasks, sit there for an hour or two, get it done, come back. So you've broken it up. You eliminated that procrastination. I'm going to do it later in the day. You can't, because you have your train book, you have your city tour book, you're meeting a friend in the afternoon, right? And then when you come, then you can have your bath, right? For example, you think that would be a nice weekend. It would be a nice feeling from the weekend when you've done that, you've taken care of yourself, or some other self-care activity, a funny movie, right? That will make you laugh. That's a good one. And for Sunday, for example, you do the cooking. Again, it's all prepared, it's all there. So by doing this, you eliminate that procrastination, you eliminate that doubt. Okay, I hope that strategy was helpful to you. Put in the comments below what did you book, what are you gonna book, what you're gonna prepare to make it easier for you to just go and do it. All right. And if you're not yet receiving this free video strategies into your email, go to my website, olgadegtyaryeva.com. And if you're already there, go to the top, download your free resources, and you will also receive this free video strategies straight into your email inbox. This is all for today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.